David.
Welcome. Come in.
Hi. How are you?
Commentate. Good. Welcome home.
Wow. Where to even start? Yeah, just go on about the history and...
Well, the building is 1855, and so a very good moment for Brussels, prosperous, money coming in, building houses like crazy.
Yeah.
So everybody was very happy. And of course, like all 19th century towns, Brussels in the 20th century was a bit... So for example, my parents who were living in the 80s in Brussels in a house like this, a whole house, moved to the countryside for a little countryside house. So, and I moved also with them, of course, when I was 1 year old. But I didn't want to follow everybody. I was already doing different than all the rest. So I came to Brussels because I was speaking French fluently. So, and then I said one day I will have a sort of Brussels, typical architectural-wise apartment, and I will do a B&B in it.
So how did you acquire most of these antiques? Are they kind of local Brussels shops or?
Well, I don't go far away. I'm not a big travel guy. I think I went already the other side of the world. I visited all the continents already, but I prefer to buy more local. And to be honest, in Brussels I buy a lot. Even the most exotic stuff is from Brussels, not like a mile or two from here. So I never do days of traveling for an object.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and show us the place?
Well, first the bedroom maybe, yeah, because that's where the guest stays.
Why not?
So normally, it's a big room as you can see. Normally it used to be an office, I think, because seeing the layout, it's typical Brussels, 3 rooms in a row. But the first room also always has a function, so it's always living room, dining room. But the first is always an office or a library. This, for example, when I arrived, had the double doors. That double doors were there. I closed it down luckily, of course, because then it's not very practical. And because I didn't find anything to make it beautiful, I put just a mirror. My school parcours, if you can call it like that, is I did interior design, but in Belgium we don't do classics.
Okay.
It doesn't exist. It's only minimalistic modern product design, and that's what I did. After that, I discovered that it was not a very easy world to break in, like all the artistic worlds, let's say. I'm sure you know that. So I was making no money, so I started to work for a bank. Horrible to say. And I was very good at it. But I did it for 10 years. At the legal department, doing artistic and going to a legal department. I know it sounds extremely strange. And you would say, how can you get hired to do juristic? But I did. Right. At the end of it, to be honest, I was a bit fed up with it. I did everything in the bank, what I could have done. I was making good money, but I said like, okay, I'm doing with antiques, let's go for it. I'm a bit older. It's a big jump, crazy jump.
Gotta take the leap. That's cool.
It's crazy, but it's with every antique I buy, huh? Yeah. I buy it, I think it's good. Sometimes it's not that good. See, it's very intricate, but everything is there. Huh? You have the bath, it's well heated, you have a little sink. That's some Belgian history, some prominent 18th century nobility, clergy, and science. And so in the living room, I have a big collection because in France I have a lot of mirrors everywhere who reflect something. The funny parts are the butler's eyes. I have one here, I sold all the others already. Like you can see, it's a convex mirror. And it's called the butler's eye because you can, if you look at it, you can always see around in the room, and the butler can see, if the lady of the house, or the lord of the manor, whatever, makes a gesture, the butler can see it in the mirror without facing them, their boss. They can still see what they want or whatever. So it's really a check-up thing, and it's a small thing, and you have the whole room, and that's what I like about the mirror. You have the reflection, not of the person, not boring, but of the room and the object. And in my room, you can see there is a lot of reflection. And now take last room in the house, the kitchen. Well, to be honest, I think not a lot of my guests use it, but they can. They say it. Some people cook, and even for me, it's very funny to be honest. But everything is there. You can always make coffee, tea. Well, you see, I have a lot of alcohol sadly, and also it's a real living kitchen. It's also a little bit crowded. That's a Belgian beer from yesterday.
Yeah, I might have to crack that.
And of course the garden, who is a little bit wet. Belgian tradition. You see, that's always open in the summer.
I'll probably come out here for morning coffee tomorrow.
You do, feel free. I will be on the market buying some crap, but